Hi, I'm Aaron Little, and this is Performance Edge. Today, we're going to be answering a question I received via a Facebook message about how to carry a particular brand of knife. And you know, with anything like this is my opinion. This is how I carry it. The knife in question is what's often referred to as a TDI knife. It's a knife designed by the guys at Tactical Defense Institute in Southern Ohio. And it's a really unique knife, and we'll get to that in a minute, and we'll do a review of it maybe in another video. But the specific question was, someone was looking for an aftermarket sheath for their knife and wanted to know how I personally carry one. So it is a little unique. I do carry it a little different than a lot of people, but I carry it on my belt in an aftermarket sheath, and I have to apologize to you. I can't tell you where this sheath came from because I really don't know. This was a gift from a dear friend, Paul Gomez, who's no longer with us. I believe it was maybe INFIGHT weapons access. I'm not sure, but it's basically Kydex sheath on a mini tech lock that I have set up to draw primarily with my left hand, even though I'm right-handed and I carry my firearm on the right side. The reason, and I carry it horizontal instead of vertical. The reason horizontal instead of vertical, it's a lot more comfortable, and for me, it tends to print a lot less. And by print, I mean it doesn't really show up underneath my shirt quite as easily. The reason I have it set up to draw with my left hand is my view is, why am I drawing my knife? Well, if I'm pulling my knife out, it's obviously a lethal force situation. And if it's a lethal force situation, why am I not drawing my gun? I know we can come up with good reasons why I would possibly prefer to have a knife instead of a gun, but in most of those situations, or most violent lethal force situations, firearm is going to trump knife. So my thought, if I'm going for this knife, it means possibly something's happened to this hand's tied up, I'm fighting to retain my firearm, which would make, all of those reasons would lend me to needing to draw this knife with my offhand. And I'm using a red-handed handled trainer of the TDI knife, so it'll show up good in video. If you're going to have one of these knives, the knives themselves are not that expensive. Neither are the trainers. You should certainly have a trainer so you can train with what you carry. But again, my thought is, if I'm going to have to draw that knife, for some reason I'm not drawing my gun, and in my mind that means there's a great possibility I need to draw it with my non-dominant, my offhand. So that's why I carry that way. Can I draw it with my strong hand? Of course, it kind of puts it in a reverse grip, and this knife really isn't made for that, but I could do work if I needed to, and then switch grips as time circumstances allow. So that's how I carry the knife. Again, this was primarily to answer a question that was submitted to me. If you have questions, please send them in. Let us know what we can answer for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider clicking like down below. If you have comments, thoughts, ideas, maybe you have different reasons for how you carry your knife in a different way, post those in the comment section below. And please consider subscribing so you can see what we have coming up next. Thanks.